Hi guys, welcome to another edition of Football Family Feuds. A lot of Chelsea related news going around today, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about Jude Bellingham, the Birmingham wonder kid, Ben Chilwell or Telles, Batshuayi, Danny Drinkwater, another Dutch wonder kid by the name of Mbuyamba, and I'll be finishing up on Upamecano. So quite a lot going on. So guys, if you like my content, don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, spread the word, because I need to get to at least 3,000 by the end of March. I say I'm trying not to be ambitious, but if I can get to 3,000 followers, if you, as I said, you like the content, let others know about it. We'll appreciate it, and I appreciate everyone who is following this channel, and I try to keep you up with all the latest ongoings at the football club that we all love, that's Chelsea. Before I get into the main video, I'd just like to, I'm actually watching the Liverpool Atletico Madrid match, 2 minutes in. Liverpool needs 2 goals to get through, but it's been played in front of a full crowd. And are the British government taking this coronavirus seriously? Because if you look, Italy have suspended Serie A. A lot of teams are going to be playing behind closed doors, including Chelsea. They will be playing behind closed doors in our match against Bayern Munich. But we have allowed in a lot of Spanish supporters from Madrid, and Spain yesterday, I think there was an outbreak of about 80 people who had the virus. So some of the guys who are coming in, some of the supporters, we don't know if they're coming in with the virus. So how long is it going to take for us to wake up and act? Okay, I don't want to be playing in front of empty stadiums, definitely not, but we need to take this threat really seriously. Anyway, on to the news stories now. First one is about Jude Bellingham, and in today's paper it's been talking about Chelsea have put in a bid for Bellingham. He's already, yesterday it was reported in a lot of news articles that he went to Manchester United. He went with his parents and he had a tour around Old Trafford, Carrington training ground, and so Manchester United are putting on a charm offensive to try and get this one over the line. But in today's newspaper, it did say that although he went to Manchester United, Chelsea are also strong contenders for his signature and have already made some moves and inquiries to Birmingham. The fee quoted though is £50 million. This guy's 16, and they're already asking for 15 million. He's meant to be a really good player. I've seen bits and pieces of him. He looks like he can do a bit of everything. He's tall in stature. He can play defensive midfield. He can play as an attacking midfield. He's got a lot in his locker, but 50 million for potential is a very big gamble. I don't think Chelsea are going to be making that sort of putting that sort of outlay on a player. Although scouting for players of that age is good, but for 50, no. Manchester United are obviously, they're very desperate to get back at the top table, so they'll probably be stupid enough to pay £50 million for a 16-year-old. But like I say, I just can't see it with Chelsea. 20 million, 20, 25, 30, possibly. But the question is, do we need another midfielder? Okay, he may be top and with a high ceiling, great potential, but our midfield area is quite strong at the moment. We already seen what we have with Billy Gilmore and his performances. We've got Ruben Loftus-Cheek coming back from a year injury, and we've also got Angerin, a youngster who's at the moment he's refusing to sign a new contract. Maybe he's looking at the Bellingham situation, and if we do buy Bellingham, then that's another pathway blocked for him. So and as I said, we've got Kovacic who's already there. Jorginho, not sure whether he's going to stay after this season, but he's with us. Ross Barkley has now started to fulfil that potential that he had. So we're quite overloaded in the midfield department at the moment. And we're playing 50 million on an established player like someone like Uar or Milinkovic-Savic, someone of that ilk, then you can understand. But to splash out 50 million of our supposed 200 million budget, I can't see that happening. Sorry, guys. Let me know what you think. This Bellingham, has anyone seen him play? Is he worth all the hype? Would you splash out 50 million? I think we can spend money in other more pressing areas than that midfield area. As I said, only a top-notch midfielder I'll get for that sort of money. So moving on to the next story, Ben Chilwell and Telles. So in today's paper it says that Telles is actually the backup for Ben Chilwell if negotiations prove to be difficult in getting him in. If anything, I thought it would be indifferent because Telles is a better defender, I think, than Chilwell. Chilwell is still quite young, English, but we've got quite a lot of English players in our team already. So it's not as if we are short of the quota. And the reason why I think we're probably more interested in Telles than we are in Chilwell is because in yesterday's video that I did, I mentioned that Maatsen, the promising young Dutch left-back, signed a brand new contract for us. I think I said 3 years, but actually it's a 5-year contract that he signed for us. And would he have signed it if he thought that someone like Chilwell was coming in? Maybe the club said that somebody like a Telles would come, because Telles is 27, Chilwell 21, and Maatsen, 17, 18. So even if Telles plays 2 or 3 seasons, then by the time Maatsen reaches 19, 21, he can then slot into that left back spot, and he may play a few games as well in between. So I think he's been promised some game time as well. And so for me, Telles makes a lot more sense than Chilwell. Atletico just had a chance, actually. That's it. Right, so Batshuayi is the other story. There's talk, obviously Crystal Palace have liked him for a while. He's been on loan at Crystal Palace in the past, and today there were talks that Crystal Palace have made inquiries about him for next season, but Chelsea are quoting them £45 million. That's a lot of money for somebody who's sitting on the bench, not playing any games. But Crystal Palace at the moment are shying off that because they feel that that is too expensive. Maybe it's in response for Crystal Palace asking for a ridiculous £80 million for Zaha. So if Zaha's worth 80 million, then probably Batshuayi is worth that 45 million. So it may be a bit of brinksmanship, I don't know. Give us Zaha for 60 million and we'll give you Batshuayi for 25, maybe. That's if we're still interested in Zaha. Danny Drinkwater. What an idiot. What is this guy on? This guy, biggest waste of £35 million Chelsea have ever paid. I think he's the worst buy than even Bogard when Bogard was at Chelsea. He's played, 20 odd games for Chelsea, 20 odd starts, been on many failed loans, in trouble all the time. The other day when he was on loan to Burnley, he got in trouble, got into a fight at a pub, which resulted in him getting a black eye and getting beaten up. And so we're hearing that he had a bust up at the training ground at Aston Villa where he headbutted one of the players in training. So Aston Villa are thinking of cutting his loan short. So once again, wasting his career by doing stupid things. I think Chelsea should actually just get rid of him, sack him, and because I think he's still got 2 years left on his contract. We're paying this guy $100,000 a week. Can you believe that? And we don't want him back. Who's going to take? No one's going to want to take him now, because if he's always getting into trouble, he's going to be willing to take that risk on him. So he's did 2 gross misconducts with the fight in the club and the headbutting. Just sack him and let him be a free agent and find his own club. That's what I think. Then the next story is there's a guy called Mbuyamba. A lot of you probably haven't even heard of him. I didn't really hear about him until today. So why am I talking about Mbuyamba? The reason I'm mentioning Mbuyamba is because apparently he is this wonder kid thing keeps coming up, but he's the next Dutch wonder kid, and he is now at Barcelona. But he said today that he was close to joining Chelsea. He would have joined Chelsea, but then we got that transfer ban, and that scuppered the move for him to go to Chelsea. So Barcelona came in for him, and he joined Barcelona ahead of Chelsea. So this may be a big loss. So that's a name to keep out for, keep a lookout for, guys. Because obviously, if Barcelona are going in for him, then he's got to be good. Because Barcelona actually wanted Billy Gilmore. There was talk about Billy Gilmore, but he came to Chelsea over Barcelona. And this guy is another one who would have chosen us if the ban wasn't in place. And finally, I want to just talk about Upamecano. I hope I pronounced his name properly. But yesterday I saw him playing, because I watched the Tottenham get humiliated by RB Leipzig. And one of the reasons I watched it, because I was doing a bit of scouting myself. I wanted to see how Werner played and how Upamecano played as well. Werner did okay, I thought, but is he a target man? If we play him, he's more of a second. He looks like more of a second striker to me. He's quiet, mobile. He likes to come deep sometimes, likes to play the channels. But as a sort of Tammy Abrahams stroke Giroud type, probably not. So obviously he's quite fluid and plays in different attacking positions, but we'll have to change the way we play slightly if we were to get him. So that'll be interesting to see what happens on that score. But the guy who impressed me more than anything else was this Upamecano. He's fantastic. Everything that we need in our defence. I'll go as far as to say, okay, he's only 21, but even at the age of 21, I'll say that he can be to us what Van Dijk is to Liverpool. He looks that good. So comfortable on the ball. He's a strong tackle, great positioning, but the way that he runs with the ball and he uses the ball, sometimes you thought as a midfielder or attacker. He did this excellent run when he did a little 1-2, and he got barged off the ball by the Tottenham defender. So, but to me, he does look the real deal. He looks a good player. So if we can invest in him but rather than spending 50 million on that Jude Bellingham that I was talking about at the beginning, if we spend 50-60 million pounds on this guy, this would be money well spent. If you saw the game, what do you think? Were you of the same opinion as me? Do you think that he's the guy that we should go for? If even him or Werner, I'll say him. He's definitely would improve us defensively. So that's it, guys. It's still 0-0, Liverpool 14 minutes in. So don't forget, as I said, to like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. So remember, guys, keep the blue flag flying high, and good night.